fill it out. Me and Tony want to get back with you, and we'll try to get your school live.
And now back to the action as it's crunch time now. Hunter Wall getting the ball inbounds. He gets it into Jacob Campbell, and they get it up to Eli Parker, and he's going to be fouled by Cody Williamson.
Man, the way he's been shooting the ball, I don't know if you want to put him on the line.
Well, that's the 16th foul, so next one will be 1-and-1 bonus for either team, as that is now Williamson's second.
They're checking something out over there, Tony.
It's always fishy when they announcers go over. Yeah,
I know.
I mean, the officials. You
never know what they're up to.
They can go over there and just be like, hey, did I leave my lights on my car? Have you seen my keys?
And they have the authority to do that. Don't say anything to them. They will throw you out.
That's why I'm mumbling. I'm whispering. These microphones are awesome. I can whisper and be heard.
It's like another timeout by Spring Valley.
I don't know if that's good for the listeners. Give us some more free time up here.
I know. I'm real interested. Just leave us some feedback on our website of how we do. If we do something you like, let us know. If we do something you don't like, let us know.
Just please don't be too brutal. I know it's going to be sketchy from time to time. We're pencils. We're like pencils. They
That's
come
right.
with the erasers. We make mistakes.
Well, we're two working guys that share a common interest, and we're just out doing. We enjoy this.
Yeah,
this whole evening. It's been a blast.
I tell you what, John, I did 3 years at Alderson Broaddus College doing radio for WQAB under the great leadership of Dr. Jim Daddiesman, who helped mold me into being a better announcer and also a better person up there. But my last broadcast for WQAB was in the WVIAC conference tournament in March, and I was wondering for a while if I'd ever get a chance to do this again, and this is unbelievable, and I'm so excited personally on behalf of me to bring this to you guys.
Well, I'm glad to have you in the booth.
I love West Virginia basketball, and I love Southern West Virginia, and this is great. This is great basketball. This is my first Southern West Virginia high school basketball game tonight. I just want everyone to know that. My first one.
Welcome.
I've seen some fall ball, and I've seen up in when I went to school at AB, I never got to see a high school game up there by Philip Barber.
Right.
So I'm excited.
Welcome to the South, Tony. We're glad to have you.
The WVSAC is okay for me.
Yeah, they got a lot of good teams and good athletes in that conference.
I mean, just as much as people talk about basketball down here, I'm just so excited to be a part of it. And back down here at the line, now back to the action, now that we're off memory lane, Eli Parker at the line trying to ice this one, 41-39, 2-point game, and he missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Zach Crisp. Uh-oh. Let's see what Lincoln County does. Let's see if Plumbing goes to the timeout. He's going to go with it. Over to Levi Terlikowski. Oh, we got a foul, and that's on Tracy Phillips. That'll be his fourth.
I think that's going to take us to the 1-and-1, Tony.
1-and-1. And Terlikowski hasn't taken a shot. He hasn't taken a free throw. But he's going to be taking the 2 free throws to try to tie this one up and send it in overtime.
That's right. Levi, it's your time to shine. He was given a chance to play tonight due to some sickness, and you really hope that you guys step up.
But it's out of bounds on Spring Valley. It's going to stay with Lincoln County as Eli Parker. Terlikowski gets bailed out on that one. He's going to come out, and Hunter Lambert's going to come in. Terlikowski knew immediately. But Terlikowski, a good free throw miss. Nice reboundable ball off the rim there.
Hash, good effort on that end, too, to go out and try to get it.
Absolutely. Cody Williamson getting the inbound. And we have a steal going the other end. 2-point lead. And Hunter Wall, nice pull-up, is now a 4-point lead, 43-39, 25 seconds. Hunter Wall with that point there. Going over to Blankenship. He's going to try to work in baseline. He has it stolen away by Tracy Phillips.
That's 2 big steals.
And now he will be fouled by Cody Blankenship, 43-39.
Wow.
As that probably does it here for Lincoln County. But, man, what a heartbreaker for Coach Plumley and his Panthers.
That's obviously not how he drew it up. Back-to-back turnovers. That's frustrating for a coach.
Oh, they're going to call it intentional. They're going to get him with the flagrant.
Wow.
Last time I checked, there's under 20 seconds in a game, and you do whatever you got to do to foul. It didn't look that obvious.
Not to me either,
that harmful with a malintent.
No, I've seen a lot harder fouls go, Tony, unnoticed.
Yeah, not a questionable time to be calling a flagrant because now that Spring Valley gets the ball back, I mean that about does it.
Well, it comes down, they got to make a few more free throws. We're not going to mathematically rule them out.
Right. I mean, they're not out of it. I mean,
it does look
absolutely.
It does look tough for the Lincoln County Panthers right now.
They are definitely on their backs are up against the wall in the worst way right now. And we have a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more action. 16.1 seconds left. Again, Spring Valley leading 43-39. WVSN, wvsportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.
I mean, we got to give it to Eli. I mean, he's got 18.
Stop. All this is recorded. So just tell me. All right, go ahead, start now.
I'm going to go with what do you think, John? I'm going to go with Eli Parker on this one. He has 20 points now, and
for the Spring Valley Timberwolves.
They're going to call carryover.
Now, Train,
I'm not quite sure what just happened.
I've been in a lot of gyms, and I think that's what is called a makeup call.
Well, we're going to fire up a three. Elkins, did he get a piece? Did he get a piece of it? No, they did not. So they're saying he got no ball and wasn't touched, but he's laying on his back.
Wow.
Steals the inbounds, but the little to no avail as Alex Elkins hoists up a desperation three at the time ends, but it's no good. 43-39 is your final score here at the Panther Pavilion in Hamlin, West Virginia. Lincoln County gave them all they could handle and even held the lead at points and times in the third and second quarter, and potentially some of the fourth. I think early fourth they had some of the lead too. But Coach Rodney Plumlee's boys just didn't have enough in the tank to get the job done the rest of the way tonight, but still an A+ for effort. And congratulations to Spring Valley on opening up the season with a 1-0, starting off to a 1-0 with, again, the 43-39 victory over Spring Valley High School, as Lincoln County will gather up at the center court here as Coach Rodney Plumlee will rally the troops and circle the wagons.
I tell you, Tony, they played real well in that game. You hate to say you either win or lose a game throughout the game. You don't lose it in the last minute. But the last minute, the Lincoln County Panthers fell apart. They had 3, if I'm not mistaken, turnovers, 2 that were back-to-back that proved to be the dagger in the coffin.
Right, but again, we can't be too critical on Plumlee's boys as they had a solid game. They never beat Spring Valley High School. I think they showed everybody that's going to watch this tonight that they are a competitive team and they're not a team to be overlooked with. They put together some very impressive runs tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, they looked great. Absolutely, I agree 100%. I think give this team about another month. Maybe even a few more games just to gel together, get the on-floor chemistry. And I think this Lincoln County Panthers team might make some noise in the MSAC.
I'm calling a big upset by the end of the year by these Panthers. I'm calling it right now here on wvsportsnet.com.
I wish we had a schedule. I would lock you down.
I'm just calling either like a Huntington. I know Ripley's got the Fisher kid that dropped 52 the other night. But I'm calling it, man. Lincoln County's going to knock someone out by the end of the year.
I can see that happening. Plenty of size. They were athletic. They got up and down the floor.
And again, they did this without. We keep forgetting that Billy Queen didn't even play tonight. There's 2 guard, and I've seen him play. He's a sharpshooter.
That's right. And also their starting point guard, was he out completely? He got to play though, didn't he?
Well, he ended up taking over for Charlikowski most of the second half, but he's still recovering. Plumlee told us in that interview from the flu bug he got right before the game Wednesday. So he hasn't even. He's lost a Capital by 18, a tough Capital team like always, by 18 or less. It was no more than 18. I want to say it was a little less than that. And now he lost to a Spring Valley team he's never played before by 4.
Right.
And
I know
he hasn't even had a full staff yet.
I know he's feeling good about his boys. And as we watch him here at midcourt, he's letting them know how much it means right now. I mean, this is their year. If they're going to do anything, you're going to do it with 7 seniors, Tony.
Right, absolutely. And I think Coach Plumlee will be okay. He's out here giving his troops some advice now. But again, congratulations to Coach Corey Maynard and Spring Valley Timberwolves for coming on the road and showing some resilience. Definitely had to overcome a couple strong, impressive runs again by Lincoln County. But in the end, Spring Valley was able to hold off Lincoln Valley down the stretch and make some free throws and come out with a 43-39 victory. John, any more thoughts here on this game before we announce our WVSN player of the game?
Well, as I look across the gym here, and I see this banner, I really think it sums up what Coach Plumlee is trying to preach here at Lincoln County. It says hustle, scrap, battle, and fight, and they done all those tonight, Tony.
They absolutely did.
They just come up a little bit short.
I mean, that's a solid game plan because a lot of times they'll get you more points than any offense will. Just sheer hustle and just battling and being scrappy.
That's right.
And I think he's got a group of scrappy young boys out here.
That's right. We seen bodies on the floor all night. People flying to the ball. I know it's normally a defensive football term, but when the ball goes to the corner in basketball, folks, you're instructed to almost immediately set a trap on a guy, and we saw that be effective tonight for Lincoln County with all their height and their length.
Absolutely. And, well, John, would you like to do the honors for tonight's player of the game? Absolutely.
Our WVSN player of the game, Lincoln County versus Spring Valley, number 21 of Spring Valley, Eli Parker. Tony, give us his stat line there.
Well, the 6'4" junior forward, we got another year of Mr. Parker yet. He had 4 threes. Didn't have to go to the free throw line, but he hit 5 two-point field goals, and he did this all in foul trouble. He had to sit some of the third quarter out, but he still ended up with 20 points.
That's right, and that's
no-brainer.
He showed tonight. Every time that Spring Valley needed a shot, they went to Eli.
And if there would be a player of the game for Lincoln County, I feel bad not giving this young gentleman a shout-out for the way he played. Number 20, Cody Williamson.
Unconscious, Cody.
He went off there in the third quarter and in the first quarter. He had 5 threes on the night, and he ended up with 18 points for your Lincoln County Panther.
He kept him close. He's the one, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but he hit a few big shots, Tony, between the second and third quarter that really ignited this crowd and probably ignited his basketball team and gave him the belief of what carried him down the stretch until it was just a few critical plays.
That was definitely the loudest point in this gymnasium tonight after that last three-pointer Cody hit. But Eli Parker, he is the player of the game because Spring Valley able to come out on top, 43-39. And thank you guys for bearing with us and sticking out this first WVSN sports broadcast. So keep it locked in here on WVSportsnet, WVSN.
Absolutely. And remember, folks, we'll be broadcasting tomorrow. We won't be live. We'll be at the Coalfield Classic in Madison, West Virginia. It's set. Basketball's going to tip off there about noon, and going to have a full day of basketball. We've elaborated on the $5 tickets. That's all day price.
$5, 5 games.
You can't beat that deal, Tony. You know, we talked about that before. That's an awesome thing that Coach Kingery and the Scott Skyhawks are hosting. They got a great field of teams.
They're definitely going for numbers with that price.
I went up there today. And I was fortunate enough to be able to get in, and I really think that we'll have a pretty good view of the court. We should be able to bring yet another good product to the people.
I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited about it again tonight. And again, thanks to Coach Rodney Plumlee and giving us full access here to his gymnasium up here at Lincoln County at the Panther Pavilion. But again, 43-39 is your score. I'm Tony Lane. This is John Foster, and we are WVSportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.